I got this big pile of sunchoke greens to process. Um, Picking off the leaves and tender bits of stems, and I'm going to blanch them and freeze them. I just made some for lunch with some salmon for my mom and myself. It's pretty good. But yeah, I figured I'd be out here for a while, so I might as well stream it. So yeah, these stems can be a little bit too tough, especially down towards the bottom, almost like not quite woody, but I guess when they get tall enough. So I just twist them, and wherever it breaks cleanly, it's tender enough to keep. But eventually, you get to a spot where it'll just keep twisting, and the fibers are going to be too strong to want to try to eat. And you could snap them and peel the outer layer, but it's too much work for not enough gain. So I'm not going to do it. Not today, anyway, and especially as much as I've already got to deal with, I'm not going to be doing all that. There's a lot. Um, if you can see between them two rails right there, there's this corrugated steel raised bed gardens. There's two of them, and they were all completely full of these. The tallest ones, I guess, were maybe 2 feet tall, but if you let them keep going, they'd get 6, 7, 8 feet tall. They're related to sunflowers, so the flower heads look like a small sunflower. But I guess every part of the plant's edible, but just the stems get too tough and fibrous when they get bigger. This is going to take a long time. So yeah, it's pretty windy out here. Hopefully, I got you far enough out of the direct path of the wind that it's not adversely affecting the sound. Yeah, I haven't really hardly put a dent in them. Uh, Maybe like 5%. Yeah, I figured if I was gonna be stuck out for a while by myself anyway, might as well stream it. Not sure why, but it makes me feel like I'm getting something accomplished or like multitasking or being efficient with my time or something. Which I guess is debatable. Yeah, that salmon I made was really good. My mom liked it. Uh, I haven't posted it yet, but I was real happy with how it turned out. Not a big surprise. I know how to cook. I don't cook fish often, and it was still partially frozen when I put it in the pan, so I was concerned that it might not cook all the way through in the time that I cooked it, but it all worked out. So yesterday, for the first time, I tried um, the flowers or buds of a lance leaf plantain. I'm sure you've seen them before. They're these things. They got a little bud at the top of the stem, and you fold it over and make a little pop gun. Um, so yeah, my mom said that she had read that they tasted like mushrooms. So I tried one, and it did. Um, so I sauteed them in some butter, and as they cooked, they started to get a little bit of a bitterness, but not an unpleasant bitterness. So I sauteed them in butter, a little garlic, onion, um, and they were good. Kind of reminded me of broccoli rabe. Oh, Parmesan cheese. I put a little Parmesan cheese in it too. Yeah, there's plenty of wild edible stuff everywhere. I hardly leave my house without finding something to eat, but like not even looking, just being aware of your surroundings and just seeing what you see. I mean, as long as you don't like spray poison or nothing in your yard, then it should be safe to eat. There's some pokeweed in the yard too that needs to be cut down. Um, I don't know if I feel like messing with it to cook it because it needs. Not a super long cooking time, but it's got like, from what I understand, it's got toxins that are water soluble and toxins that are heat soluble. So you want to boil them in a big pot of water, like a big stock pot, with plenty of water for however many leaves you got in there. So it's kind of like you're boiling pasta. You know, you don't want to do like crowd them in a little pot with not a lot of water. You want plenty of water and boil them for like 10-15 minutes. Again, like you're boiling pasta, and then drain it. And then after that, I'll pan fry it with like butter, bacon, onion, garlic. So yeah, from what I understand, there's compounds that are water soluble and compounds that are heat soluble. So some people say you got to boil it and then change the water and boil it again, which I guess would serve the same purpose, but it just kind of turns it to green mush, and I don't really like my vegetables cooked that much. So I just do one boiling, drain, and then a pan fry, and um, they're not bad. Like somewhere between like green beans and asparagus, they are good. Just maybe more for the novelty. I mean, it's free food, and that's pretty hard to turn your nose up at in this economy. You know what I mean? So um, I think it'd be worth trying for anyone or everyone. Um, I don't think they're as toxic as some people make out. Like, if you ever hear of people dying, it's usually like small kids that have eaten the berries. So I guess the highest concentration of toxins are in the berries and in the roots. So, but if you just don't cook them properly, or if you were to eat the leaves raw or something, maybe like gastric distress, but it wouldn't likely you know kill or seriously injure you. Just be a little bit unpleasant for a little while. I have heard people say that the berries in small amounts, just the flesh and pulp, not the seeds. The seeds, I guess, are also high concentration of the toxins, but I've heard people anecdotally say that it helps for arthritis pain, which I'd be curious to try. I mean, I don't know necessarily that I got arthritis, but I do have like chronic back pain. And modern medicine hasn't done much to help me in that regard. So my mom wants me to get rid of them before they get berries because then the birds eat them and they shit purple everywhere. So they do start to have the little clusters of berries starting to form, and from what I have heard, you do better to avoid them once they start to get berries on them. So if I am going to pick them and eat them, I got to do it like today. Um, but but I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. Yeah, this is a lot. That's all right. I enjoy doing stuff like this anyway. It's relaxing. You kind of just zone out into what you're doing and kind of meditative. But yeah, I hear my nephew in there, so I got to get in and check on him. I guess that's about it.